Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Well, sweet. What I'm about to introduce to you is a loyalty program. Who here is familiar with loyalty programs? Right? Stores get you to spend more, you think you got a deal, but really they're making more. Right? Before I go into what we have built for the cannabis legal space, I want to tell you exactly what's going on with the problem and what they have today in the market. These loyalty programs are failing the customers. Initially, because if you were a customer of a retail store, you would go into the dispensary, they would take down your number. Once you leave, they start spamming you with text-like messages with their daily deals that are irrelevant to what you consume and events. Customers end up opting out, obviously, just like you and I would, because we don't like the service. If you've been to 3 dispensaries, you're receiving 3 text messages on a daily basis. What happens when you opt out? The dispensary loses their ability to speak to you and engage with you, meaning you don't know what's going on with your loyalty points and you're not receiving any deals in order to go back in. You're surprised every time you enter. And this is exactly what the customer receives on a daily basis. Dispensaries lose 40% on average of their top line revenue because of this problem. And if the business obviously retains 5% of their business only, they can see a jump in profit of over 75%. So in a saturated market, loyalty programs are extremely important. That makes dispensary owners, miserable. They thought they were walking into a jackpot. Which is why we created the Clique MJ platform and loyalty program. We have 2 times the conversion rate of a standard SMS that is in the market today. We are fairly less expensive because they're not text messages and it goes through broadband. And we have a mobile application that is extremely interactive for the end consumer, and I'll show you exactly how that works in a little bit. Initially, our loyalty program allows the dispensary or delivery to send the right product to the right person at the right time and for the right price. That's how you make them happy.
That's good.
Let's take a look at how it works. The dispensary's customer, just like you and I, download the mobile app. We input our interests so we can receive relevant deals from now on. We then move on to following our favorite retailer or dispensary of our choice in order to start receiving the deals, redeeming them, collecting points, and sharing points. Customers can share points between each other and they can accumulate points to unlock deals in the future. Where we trump our competition really and our added value comes in is we combine dispensaries and we bridge the gap between them and the community. Meaning we go to all these, as you can see, all these icons, these are local businesses around the retail stores. With us, they have the ability to legally and compliantly advertise to dispensary customers through Clique MJ. Meaning we facilitate the coupons, we funnel them through the loyalty program into the customer's mobile application, giving them an enhancement, and as well as making the dispensary a valuable member of its community. We charge dispensaries $350 per month for the loyalty program, and we get $100 per advertiser per month. And keep in mind, if we have 50 dispensaries and our average is 20 ads per dispensary, that is $100,000 per month without the money that's coming in from the loyalty program itself. Market opportunity. That's why myself and many others are in the market. It's still in its infancy stage. We're growing, and it's legal. It's only a matter of time until it becomes federally legal, and everybody knows that. The team. Jeffrey Cohen, who's the star of our loyalty program, used to be the general manager for Carl Icahn in Vegas. He has 30 years in software and hardware under his belt, 12 years specializing strictly in loyalty programs. When he saw what was going on, he did not hesitate to join the team. Fadja Kanan, who is our marketing director, is a marketing guru. She has given us the spotlight in many of our occasions and investment spots, and we're extremely glad to have her. Myself, I'm a 2-time founder. I've closed deals in joint ventures in the construction world worth anywhere in between $150 to $1.2 billion. We're talking metros, infrastructure, hotels. Started my own skincare company out of Newport Beach, currently being sold locally and online. We have an advisor and a couple of others, which are not here. This is probably the old pitch deck, but extremely experienced from Indiegogo and has built communities in the past. So when she heard what we were doing, she was extremely excited. Our market entry, when it comes to acquiring dispensaries, it's extremely easy as long as we get to a decision maker, of course, because they're all hiding. When it comes to what's in the market and what we have, it's literally pen and paper to Microsoft Word. We need to come in, we need to show them the added value, they make the decision, we move in, we turn it on for them. Onboarding takes 2 days, maximum. When it comes to the cannabis coupons, we obviously offer the dispensaries the loyalty program. They set it up, they post their pictures, post their deals, just like Instagram. They choose who they want to send it to, people who consume edibles, people who consume flower, and it sends out all on its own. And non-cannabis coupons is obviously is all facilitated by us as a company. Initially, we're an advertising play. That's where all the money's coming from. And we have sales rep, telemarketers, and strategic partnerships within the food and entertainment industry. Milestones. Funny story, we started off printing QR codes on exit bags. These are bags that dispensaries were legally needed to give to their customers when they buy products. They're child resistant. So we would go to these dispensaries, we would put QR codes on both sides of the bag. When the customer scans one side, they get a food coupon. When they scan the other, they get a cannabis coupon. We'd offer these bags for free. They were going at $1 to $1.50. We sourced them from China, so it was a win-win. Logistically, nightmare. That worked so well that dispensaries noticed that we had so many people on a mobile application. They're like, you know what, forget the bags. Here's my discount, here's my picture, just send it out to my people, to my customers. We did that, it even worked better, and we got numbers higher than anything else in the industry today. Since then, we've been accepted to Canopy Boulder, an accelerator affiliated with Techstars for the cannabis tech space in in Boulder, Colorado. After that, we got
selected. 6 minutes, so wrap it up.
Sweet. We got accepted to the ArcView, and we got first place technology, largest investment cannabis forum in the world, about a month ago. We're signing up dispensaries right now. We have integrations with the largest point of sale systems in the space currently today. We're talking top 5. And we raised $400,000 as a pre-seed, and now we're raising our second bridge round, which is $800,000 on a preferred price round. So why Clique MJ? We have a comprehensive solution for brands, retailers, and the community, as well as it's extremely engaging to the customer. Timing is right. There's nobody doing this at the moment today. We have a gap and we need to move in as fast as possible, and we're signing up dispensaries by the minute. And the team, we have the right team to do so. We just hired 2 sales executives from some of our competitors. They like what we're doing, and thank you very much. I'm the CEO.
So Rami, what do you want this brilliant group of people to think about for the next 6 minutes on your business? What help do you need?
For sure. We're signing up retailers and deliveries. What I would definitely like to hear from you guys is how we can scale faster. We do have some plans, but if there's any ideas, I'd love to hear them. And we're also raising. So any investors in the room, please come speak to me right afterwards.
Thank you. So take 6 minutes, think about his ask, and then we'll bring it up to questions after that. Thank you. All right. First question, please.
Hey, thank you very much for your presentation. Looks like was ready up here. My question for you is, what's your verification process, or how do you select the dispensaries you want to go after? And how does that relate to your strategy for the gray market? Because right now, really the best deals are coming from places that are kind of in a gray area legally.
Correct.
So, yeah, what's your...
We ask for their license and see how long they have on their license. So if they're not licensed and they're not legal, then there's absolutely no way getting on the platform. Which is why, people are extremely not happy with Weedmaps, who is just right down the road over here. They're the kings of the space, and they're extremely happy with us because we offer them everything that Weedmaps offers, plus loyalty for $350 when Weedmaps charges $1,500 just for listings.
Questions?
Well, you asked about scaling, but you don't say how you're actually going after your market right now. And you didn't have a market size anywhere in your deck, which you really need if you're going to do investors.
Correct. I actually removed it for today. And I was in Boulder, and they told me not to ask, and so I removed those. I guess it's a little bit different over here, but the way we're going after is, as I mentioned, we've got our SEO. We have a huge marketing push with influencers with 5 million plus followers. People follow them religiously. They're going to be mentioning the app, and once dispensaries come through them, we offer referral fees. Besides that, we've got 2 sales managers, one from Weed Maps and one from Baker Technologies. Both are competitors. One in Boulder, Colorado, and one in Irvine, Orange County. So the books are there, the Rolodex are there. We're just going in with a product with a little bit more added value, and then they get to make the decision.
Okay, so for scaling, obviously there's industry conferences and stuff, so that would be the place that you would scale as well. The other thing, you had a couple disconnects. One was if they retain 5% of their users, they have a 75% increase in profit. That's not a right number, so you need to go back and revisit that.
I'll get my facts.
Okay, because that's off.
For sure.
Some of the other things, at the beginning you said that that other loyalty programs are doing a lot of unrelated items.
Correct.
But then, obviously food, people get the munchies, so I understand why the food, but then you also had movies showing up at the top, which seems like a very unrelated item. If I were on your loyalty program and you're pimping movies at me, I wouldn't be happy.
For sure. Really our demographic for the app is anybody in between 21 to maybe 20 years on top of that. So when a cannabis consumer, we had surveys all across the coast in California. A cannabis consumer is anybody. This cannabis consumer is not only a person that consumes munchies when they get high. Cannabis consumer is an attorney, cannabis consumer is a CEO, cannabis consumer, I'm pretty sure there's cannabis consumers in this room. Yeah. So they like movies, they like go-karting, they like food, and they like going to events just like this. And this is why we're here.
That undermines what you said at the beginning. That other guys are sending unrelated items.
Sure. In regards to cannabis. So let's say I consume flower, joints, right? I have dispensaries sending me deals on edibles, which I never consume in my life, which are brownies. That is where the disconnect is in regards to cannabis. It's not on the non-cannabis side of things.
Hey, question back over here with Matt.
Hi there.
Sure. Hey.
Hey, I love the space. That's not what I meant, guys. I love loyalty programs. I run one, basically. And I also have no loyalty when it comes to going back to a dispensary. It's like, hey, I need some pot. There's a place off the freeway. That's where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming most of the people are like that. That's why you've got that 5%.
Exactly, and that's a problem. Yeah.
So my question is, from a customer standpoint, what I would want in my loyalty program is I buy at any partner dispensary and kind of my points work at any other partner dispensary. My intuition says from the dispensary would not want that. They want, hey, 1-to-1. You're kind of making the market and placing the bet. Can you explain a little bit about like what bet you're placing and why you think that is the correct bet?
For sure. Very good question, by the way. So we fell into that a couple months ago. Good job. So dispensaries obviously don't want their points being transferred from customer to customer as long as the customers have a mutual dispensary that they're following, right? Because of the way the points are integrated to the dollar, there are different conversion rates, so they cannot be transferred. But in order to solve that problem for the customer, what we did is for every 10 points that you accumulate from any of the dispensaries on our platform, we give you a Clique MJ token. And this token you're going to be able to use at any of our partners. So that's what we're building up to.
So it's locked but transferable.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Questions over here?
Oh, you made a note about acquiring the shops. Are you talking about buying them, or are you talking about acquiring them for your business?
For our business, just like the deals, acquiring the coupons from them.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it's just when you said it, a lot of people are thinking you're buying them.
Gotcha.
So cool.
We'll change that.
Yeah, great job on the presentation. I remember when I first presented, I was very nervous, much more nervous than you. So you kind of touched on like partnerships with other retailers. So if someone goes to the dispensary that's partnered up with you, they get a discount or whatever, or points to buy a burger or a movie, Do you think that a larger company, like say McDonald's, Chipotle, ArcLight Cinemas, would they want to be associated
Of course.
with marijuana?
When
And
the time
then have you
is
seen that as the case? Have you approached any partnership retailers?
For sure, there's two answers that we're getting from retailers. Excuse my French, it's either an F no or an F yes.
Yeah.
And that's obvious, especially in the space that we're in right now and how far we're going into it. So that's where we are. Taco Bell has a Munchies menu, but they have no legal way to advertise it. The only reason that we're the only compliant way to advertise anything that is non-cannabis is because our consumers are all 21 and above. That's the only way to advertise non-cannabis, as long as it's not being associated with people that are below 21.
Great answer. And the second follow-up question is, right now your niche is dispensaries.
Correct.
Do you want to stay in dispensaries for the entire life of the business, or do you eventually want to go outside of the niche and start applying this business model to other retailers, other reward-driven retail experiences?
Correct. I'd love to speak to the gentleman behind you as well and see what's going on with the loyalty. But we're moving into the liquor space and the restaurant space right afterwards.
Okay. Well, do you think Clique MJ, being MJ in the name, is that going to be limiting you?
It's going to be Click Liquor and then Click Restaurants.
Okay. So you're just going to expand.
Yeah.
You got a last question? Oh, last question.
So one of the biggest growing businesses in Canada is cannabis in drinks, beer, wine, those type things. Incredibly, like if you just 2 years ago, you would be retired. Is that right? So is this a business that can actually go to that kind of a cannabis-related products as well?
For
outside
sure.
the United States.
Sorry, can you rephrase the question for me?
So Canada, they can actually legally sell beer which has
Cannabis.
weed in it, like even the wine and everything. It's the biggest growing business in Canada right now.
Correct.
So is your business the way it is? Can you actually expand to that type of space?
Oh yes. We're already signing up retailers in Canada. And in fact, in some of their counties, we're the only legal loyalty program. The text messages are not legal. So Clique MJ is one of the only legal loyalty platforms to operate in specific areas in Canada. And because we're not a text message, and it goes through when a cannabis dispensary sends deals, they send it as a picture. That is an advertisement, therefore they could charge the brands that are in the picture. So we actually make dispensaries money besides the fact that we help them retain the customers.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.